Hi, and thanks for joining me on Coach Jason D. So we're here today for episode 3, where you get to learn the first 3 steps of our 6-step plan towards achieving your own sense of happiness. Wow. So let's get started. Now, just in case you hadn't realized or didn't already know, I'm just going to remind you that happiness is actually a state of mind. It's a choice that you get to choose how, if you want to feel happy on almost every occasion. Now, let's go straight into step 1, thinking it, by asking you these questions. Where does the need for your happiness come from? What would it mean to you? And what differences would happiness make in your life? So just think about those during the whole show and then just answer them for yourself at the end. Imagine how rewarding it would be to feel content within yourself and enjoy your own company without the use of any distractions at all. Now, think about it. How much time would that free up for you? Imagine that your self-worth is genuine as an additive to all those who are truly living in their own happiness. You can enjoy each other for the happiness that you have to share, not for what you have to gain from each other. You can enjoy life as it should be. It should be full of happiness without any judgments or assumptions. That would so allow you to be more creative with your challenges in life so that you can be the happiest, the most joyous that you can be. Now, life is not meant to be a competition with others. It's meant to be your own challenge so that you can create your own values and beliefs of yourself. Ones that help you to grow into the best that you can be, so you can be the happiest that you could possibly be. Now, holding power or accumulating more is not a state of happiness, it's actually a burden. It's like trying to win every argument. It's trying to be right every time. Now remember, in any argument there is no winner, especially if there's any negative actions. Now, no one is better than the other. Being yourself is better than being someone else. Take boredom as an example of a distracting trigger. It can lead you into a state of withdrawal, and it removes you from an active search of mind.
From my personal experience, when I was bored or I felt boredom was because I was doing the same thing over and over.
It really makes you laugh out loud.
Well, I love humor. I think humor is very important. If you don't have humor in your life, I think you have a really boring life.
Yeah.
And an unhealthy life, because laughing is actually good for you.
So boredom can pull you into a reactant state of mind that is drifting into unproductive thought patterns, which means basically you may be actually bored of yourself. That is your unproductive thought pattern. So change some things about you, change your awareness. How aware are you of you and the way you feel? And are you aware of the things that you could be doing?
My way of coping with life is through humor. Like, I have to have humor in my life. If I'm feeling really down to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm about to go on a downward spiral.
Yeah.
I actually tell myself I need to laugh, I need to watch something funny. And because it changes your demeanor in a second.
Just checking, did you notice the new top?
Oh, yeah. Just doing something different, doing something you wouldn't normally do. And thinking outside the box and trying to do something creative, even though some people don't think they're creative, but everyone's creative in their own way.
Now, what would you like to add to your life, that would actually continue your happiness and make it stronger? And what would you like to do at the same time? What would you like to stop doing to enable further happiness?
One of my happiest memories was a couple of years ago when Matilda was, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4, so she's little, before school, and it was a Friday night, and my stepdaughter was still living with us, Luella. So how old would she have been? So she would have been 17, and it was a Friday night, and we put some music on, put the stereo on, and or iPad or whatever we do. Anyway, music was playing, and we were listening to In Excess, and we were all just, and Mark was there, of course, and we were all just dancing around. And then we put the chairs, the dining room chairs and cushions in the middle, and then we were just running around, dancing around. And and I thought, oh my God, this is amazing.
Imagine you doing or feeling any of those changes that you would like to achieve towards happiness. Can you imagine how it would feel? What other avenues would these changes open up for you?
What makes you laugh? What's something that really makes your belly just burst?
Look, I think it's because we're so happy, and like I can say something funny to somebody else and see them laugh. Well, I just laugh with them. I can't help it. It's just something that's, I feel like I've loosened up even as I've got older. I have been able to be more freer and like...
freer from what?
Because I suppose I've broken out of my shell so much more than when I was younger. I was very shy, and yes, I would go red, embarrassed, and bite my tongue. But the more I worked with people, the more I had to come out.
I just love the expression of humanity, and I love the expression of dance. Dance in every form. And also, I love the animal kingdom and the things that animals do that so much relate to humanity. So, to me, it's dance, the animal kingdom, and particularly for me, it's dogs also. Dogs can bring so much joy and happiness, and I've always said that, dogs are the guardians of love. And so for me, when I see a dog do a funny thing or, dance in a particular way, that brings me a lot of joy, happiness and laughter.
So what is it that makes you happy?
Oh, you're funny. Domestic bliss. It's one of the many things that make me happy. And? You want me to say this publicly? I love when the house is clean. Like, I love when I smell that hospital-grade smell through the house. It makes me happy, which then makes me happy to be even more domestic, which is cooking you pancakes.
Excellent. Perfect.
Perfect pancakes.
My husband.
Yeah, okay, why?
Because I like his take on things. He's a mix of a bit strange, a bit mad, very insightful, very dry. I like his take on anything.
Yeah, very cool. That makes you quite open.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, after you've established why you want to make your changes so that you can enjoy more happiness in your life, it's now time for step 2, voicing it. Here is when you talk to all the people that you feel you should know about your changes and why. You may even ask them or the strangers, how do they achieve their happiness, as other experiences could be of great help to you. Also, you can talk to them so that they may be of support to you, or at least you will have a better idea if they are able to help you or not.
I don't know if I could say this.
It's only going worldwide.
So now step 3, making changes. This is where you need to look at your surroundings and the people that you spend your time with. Are they all conducive with your change? What physical objects do you need to move? Perhaps what physical objects do you need to bring into your life? Also with the people, further communicate with them why you need to make these changes. That way you can start lessening the amount of drama that becomes into your life and start attracting more happiness. A few examples may not be to take your work home. Yeah, this is one big one. Leave your work at work or in your home office. There's no requirement for that. It's a place where you focus on yourself and you focus on your family and all their needs. Yeah, it's a sanctuary. It's a place away from work. Change what you focus on, such as all media or even the movies that you watch at home. Yeah. Seek stories that contain less drama, more creativity, and seek things that enable laughter. Yeah, laughter is a powerful action, and it works to creating happiness. It always feels good. Even just putting on that smile, it just instantly feels good. Let's go with also the people that you're with. Enable communication that's all about happiness or creativity. Again, stay away from the dramas. Less poor me. Let's more talk about the things that you can do. What about being creative with the things that you are interested in, such as reading, writing, cooking, exercising, drawing, meditating, and so on. Yeah, meditation. Get to know yourself, become more aware of yourself, aware of the level of your focus, aware of the level of your attention span. Eating healthier foods with less fats, sugars and stimulants. Be careful of the volume, as too much can also make you tired and feel down. Yeah, we want things that enable us to feel good, not things that make us tired. So there's just some examples, but do take a closer look at your surroundings to see what you may need to change or particularly add into your lifestyle. But remember, you do need to make only tiny little changes, yeah? So you make little increments of change. It'll last for a week and then you can do the next week as a bigger one or add another one and another one. But don't bother adding another change until the first change has succeeded, and then go on to the next change, yeah? Anyway, you all have a great day and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye-bye.
You mentioned dropping the ego, your own ego, and of course it would have to do with the other person in the relationship. How do you yourself come to the realization during, it could be miscommunication, that your ego has gotten in the way of things? Sorry, the partner stepped into the room.
Suddenly I feel uncomfortable.
You don't have to answer every question, Omar.
No.